Hey, what's going on? Johnny V back again with another edition of the weekly rollout. This week I have my great friend Katie, the Annihilator Anaya, with me. She is a runner. She's a crazy runner. This past weekend she just did the Yeti Challenge, which is every 5 hours, right?
4 hours.
Every 4 hours for 24 hours you got to run 5 miles. So that's like run for an hour, hang out for 3, and then do it again.
For 30 miles.
For 30 miles. And she did a little extra, right? You did 31 miles to make it 50K.
Yeah.
So she basically did an ultra marathon, an ultra marathon in 24 hours. For no good reason, just for fun. And as you can imagine, she's a little beat up afterwards. She's specifically dealing with some adductor pain, kind of like this medial inside of leg. So that would be a good chance just to talk about some ways to deal with that if you're a runner and that pops up. So the first thing we're going to demo is a Voodoo Band stretch, Voodoo Band plus stretch. So Katie, why don't you put your, follow us, Allie. Why don't you come sit over here, Katie, on the box, and we'll show people how to wrap with a Voodoo Band. Left leg, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Voodoo Band is a great compression tool. You can buy one of these on Amazon for like $11, or you can buy one in our office. They just get a nice amount of compression on the tissue, and then get the groceries in and the garbage out, basically. It's a biohack. When we're using it, we are looking to get 50% of the available stretch, so that's 100%. I'd back off to 50, and then a little anchor on, and then I'm just going to wrap around Katie's leg, and then we're going to go a 50% overlap. So if that's the length or the width of the band, I'm just trying to overlap by 50 and then come up. And yes, these do make your legs look like a sausage.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Super sexy.
Super sexy. So you ran the Yeti on Mother's Day, right? Or the day before Mother's Day?
Day before, yeah. Mother's Day present
Mother's Day present to yourself.
for me. Torture.
All right, good. All right, come over here to the blue mat. And you're going to put your left knee on the blue mat. So we're going to do...
So like squat.
So we're going to do this. Left knee on the mat, right knee forward. We're going to do a stretch for the psoas, which the iliopsoas, which is like a super deep hip flexor that happens to insert kind of in here. So a lot of times people feel like a pinchy, kind of burny, and it's actually the psoas the problem. So the first thing I have Katie do is push this hip a little bit forward. And then I want her to think about pushing her knee into the ground, the outside of her knee right there. Then she's going to side bend this way to her right. Take both arms, put them out front, hands open, turn them down, more down, good. And then she's going to rotate towards me, like that. And then squeeze her butt as hard as you can. We're going to go for a minute. And if you're doing this right, it kind of feels like more of a workout than anything else. You have to stabilize a bunch. You have to squeeze both glutes a bunch. Really push through your hands. Kind of keep them apart. Good. I was going to ask Katie some questions, but she's working really hard, so we'll just sit here and let her go. The adductors are not like a primary mover during running, but they are a huge stabilizer. So for Katie, she's been doing a bunch of strength work, trying to get her quads and hamstrings and glute med and kind of some of those bigger running muscles strong. And it looks like we forgot about the adductors. She probably needs to do a little strength work on the adductors to make them stronger, to stabilize during running. You got 15 seconds left.
It's burning.
It's burning so good.
Oh my goodness.
How was the run? Was it boring?
No, it's better if you do it with somebody else or if you have a treadmill.
All right, we're good.
But I don't have a treadmill, so
What's
running
the time?
at 2 a.m.
All right, so we'll get the other side. If you're doing this at home, it's just about a minute on each side. Katie's starting to discolor a little bit in the legs, so I know that Voodoo Band is almost time to cut off or pull off. Good. Ready?
This way?
So start with there. No, side bend this way. So, yep, and then hands here, and then rotate and squeeze your butt. Good. Try and keep your hands from touching. Good.
Yeah. It's hard if you do it by yourself, but
You did it with her
I
friend
ran
Judith,
with a
right?
friend, so it made commiserating much better.
How is so? I saw Katie's splits, and like the first 5 laps, or the first 4 laps were like what, 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Which is a easy effort for you?
Yeah. So it's just the fatigue and being tired near the end is what makes it the hardest. And you have just enough time to like rest on your couch, and then you're back running again. So.
And how was the fueling? Like, what did you eat?
Bananas and almond butter, and then I ate pasta, like too much pasta between one leg, and that didn't go so well. So you got to make sure and eat what you normally eat for a race throughout the whole day for fueling.
All right, you're done.
Whew.
Let's pop my band off there. So, calorically, how many calories?
Like 3,000.
3. That's not enough.
Oh, what I burned.
Yeah. Oh. But like, what did you put in? How many did you put in?
Not enough.
Not enough,
Yeah.
right? Katie tanked.
I'm a traditional half marathoner, not ultra marathoner, so I did not fuel properly.
All right, let's get it. So the second thing you want to do, we got the psoas stretched out. Now we kind of want to address like all this musculature on the inner thigh, so they're the medial part of your leg. You have adductors in here, you have some quad muscles in there, you kind of get some hip flexors up in there, and there's one really good way to do it. This is called the super frog of death. You're gonna lay on your side like you're mounting the foam roller, and you're just trying to get as much pressure as you can, and you're just gonna flex and extend and then kind of rotate the leg, and then just gradually work your way down the leg. Just keep going. And when you get kind of right by the knee, it's probably going to feel extra terrible. Katie, go ahead and Katie's going to do 1 minute on this one. But if you get on a spot that feels bad, give it some love. Like spend some time there. We'll talk a little bit about a contract, relax in a second.
So out.
Yep. And then just try to get as much pressure as you can, and then bend your knee, straighten your leg. Beautiful. Good. And then she's just going to slowly roll up. If you have like a kettlebell at home, that's another kind of way to get into this stuff and really do some good work. On Monday, how bad was your adductor?
Oh, terrible. Like, I think just because I didn't fuel properly, I've had natural soreness since I've been running a lot, but not fueling properly. It was just, everything was super tight. I mean, this is not something I normally do.
Yeah. So
nor do I recommend someone just signing
and
up.
how did you self-care? Like, what did you do for recovery besides come work out on Monday?
Do like Normatec or Epsom soak, and then just kind of like stretching with bands or something to just kind of keep, or even like riding a bike for a little bit just to get some blood moving.
So, and that's actually the Normatec and the like riding the bike or like some non-impactful kind of like blood flow modality is probably one of the best things that you can actually do. This kind of stuff, like the hammering it with an object in the super deep compression, probably not like the thing you want to do the next day after running an ultra marathon. Stretching, active recovery, voodoo banding, some things just to kind of get some blood flow through the area to start helping the tissue heal is a good idea. And then like maybe
just going for a walk.
Yeah, going for a walk. And then after 24 to 48 hours, once the tissues have like had a chance to heal up a little bit, then you can get in there and start smashing through some of these trigger points and stuff like that. So all you guys that decide you want to do a casual ultra marathon next Saturday, Monday, go out for a walk.
Just look up Yeti.
Yeah.
I think it's Yeti Trail Runners.
What do you get for that?
You get if you pay for it, you get a T-shirt.
So I want to show one thing real quick.
And it has like
Say everything.
it has a little key
So
cat.
if you have a friend, they can put a little overpressure on here, and now Katie's gonna bend her knee, and now this is better. So this is getting deeper into that tissue, and the VMO and the gracilis and all these adductors in the inner thigh. Adductors,
If you have a
medial
friend
quad.
that doesn't like you.
If you have a friend that doesn't like you, have them crush your leg while you do this.
Man, that's painful.
Awesome. Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
So we spent a little more than a minute. Spend a minute or two each side, and you'll be good. You'll feel better.